Okay, I've had a couple people say, hey, what's inside of the party car? You've seen the outside and some of the interior, but basically, I don't need the red light on right now because, but I've got, I don't know, I got my neat seat covers. I got a Bartle seat cover from Cletus McFarlane. I've got, come on, be nice. I've got this here, which is I use for monitoring different things on the car. So this is all my gauges that I would show if I was driving a car and tuning it. This one I like keeping a lot of records of different stuff. It has G-forces, acceleration, deceleration. I can watch videos if I'm sitting around waiting on something. I've got a GPS here. I've got a Bluetooth radio. I've got this center console with a cool armrest. I've got a blue light here, which actually runs in sync with any of the lights that I have when if I want to run the strobes or anything. It tells me that those are on. And then I've got a big LED light in the front. It tells me, you can't see it. No, you can, but it's got 3 lights in it, and they tell me what's going on the outside of the car, but it just doesn't shine in my face. It just gives a pattern on the dash here when the lights are out. So, anyways, that's what the inside of this car has, other than the standard police interceptor stuff. And I've got a lot of cup holders here, which is cool. Cup holders in the back. I put a seat from a, I think it was a Lincoln Town Car, which has cup holders in it. And so, and it matched the interior enough. Got my t-shirts for seat covers. I learned that back east. So basically, this is what the interior of the car looks like. I'm going to be using this for a GPS, because this GPS needs to be updated. And oh, come on. So I'm going to end up using this for my my stuff. Let's see. So I'll stop this for a minute. Oh no, I'll just type it in while I'm getting this set up. Okay, that's good enough. So I can go back here. I kind of screwed up. I don't need that on. I'm sure this will light me up. The screen will light me up. So getting lit up in a police car, that's got to be illegal in most states. So, let's see. I'm going to need a light. So, yeah, whenever I have to go out of town to go pick up something for work, to get a check or get paid, I usually try and use one of the cars. Not to mention they're just fun to drive. I just like driving. So, let me see, 3. I don't want to give somebody's address out on this. That's why I just realized I'm putting this on YouTube, and then I'm going to have somebody's address on here. It's a weird name. See if we've got, oh, I forgot to turn on my phone for the GPS. So I have to stop using the phone. Let's see if my phone shows up here. Yeah, I think I got the Wi-Fi turned off on my phone here. And I don't think I can do it. Well, I'll get down the road and get close. I know basically where I'm going. So. Look out, Roxanne. All right. So let's bring this back to not so bright. So, what the heck was that? Girl, calm down. So.
Turn right.
Oh, you do know where we're going. All right, that's good. I didn't know that. It's weird. I got so much. I am not a techie. Matter of fact, I never imagined I would be doing vlogs, which, for people who don't know, a blog is just a regular video with somebody. A vlog, I call, is a vehicle thing, but everybody's calling them vlogs now. I thought a vlog was a vehicle video, where you're driving a car or something, or a motorcycle at least, but I guess they're all vlogs. So, basically, I've got so much stuff in this car
miles, then turn right.
that I don't know how to keep each part from getting confused with the other, because in Roxanne, not only does the car have its own sync system, which is spelled with a Y, and it's funny because I keep saying that car has everything and the kitchen sink. So that car, I have a Bluetooth transmitter in the OBD2 port, and it's also got its own Bluetooth.
Drive 0.9 miles, then turn left.
And then it's got its own, it's kind of like the OnStar that Chevrolet has, but it's for Ford. So I can get like a health report of my own car through an app through Ford, where it'll actually tell me if something's going wrong with the car. That's what I use this little thing for that you saw. It's called a torque app, and I have a something 327 deal that I plug in to the OBD part, OBD port, so I can send that information to the tablet that I have here, which is the one I showed you with the all the gauges on it. I have a tablet in Roxanne. I have a tablet in the party car here, the Mad Max car, which is actually Lola now, which is getting converted to I forgot what the character's name was now in Mad Max that was driving the stolen police car. They call him the Knight Rider on the movie in his gang, but I think his name is Vernon or something, or maybe his real name is Vernon Wells. Anyways, you just told me to go different directions I'm supposed to be going. That's okay, I'm driving. So the tablet that is in Roxanne, which is smaller than this one, which works through the OBD2 Bluetooth transmitter, that's in Roxanne now, and I have a custom set of gauges on that, and so I can actually just mimic what's in Roxanne, which is really similar to what this car has, and I have all these gauges that run off of it. But if I have the Bluetooth on for the car and my phone is on, and I get in the car and I start the car, then it activates the Bluetooth acknowledgement. It finds the phone, and now the phone's connected to Bluetooth, and since the OBD 2 port is actually part of that sync system, and there's Bluetooth coming from that, I can't run them both at the same time. They all get confused. Now, if you want to make a comment on the video and say, oh, here's how you do that, maybe there's a way. I know with like Spectrum radios for like RC cars and stuff, which doesn't use regular crystals and FM or AM signals, it uses its own bouncing Spectrum technology. And I don't mean Spectrum like, you know, cable or Verizon or whatever. That continuously jumps from one band of frequencies to another, so you never have to find the right band. Anybody who was ever into RC cars back in the day used to have to put a flag on your antenna and change the crystals in your car if you're going to run with other cars, because you'd have signals that were simultaneously working off each other. You'd have literally like 3 cars running off of one controller. So that's what I'm kind of running into now, is that I can only run so many Bluetooth things or Wi-Fi things together. I think it's Wi-Fi. I don't remember if it's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I think I can run Bluetooth and Wi-Fi stuff simultaneously. I might be sounding stupid here, it might be wrong. So anyways, I like having the tablet because I can play my music through it. On my channel, I actually have playlists, so if I happen, go ahead, there's going to be someone walking in front of me, so you gotta go. So, you know, it's like I said, I've got all this stuff in these cars, and sometimes it kind of freaks me out, because I'm like, I don't know how to get everything in order and have it under control. But it's cool. I mean, like, I've got my smartphone, I've got an analog old school phone in my pocket, which I show people, which they think's funny. It should be in a museum somewhere, like an ancient artifact. But I use that for work because it's really durable, it's easy, I can dial it while I'm driving. Not supposed to be talking on the phone, but my business, if anybody knows me, I'm driving, I'm mobile, I'm driving down the road all the time, going from job to job. The smartphone is just like carrying around a little computer with me, so I can look up stuff if I need to, information pertaining to my work. And then the tablet is more for entertainment and information from the cars and GPS. And I've got a GPS in this car, so there's a lot of redundancies in this car, which I like. I can have the GPS go through the audio of the radio. I can have just a GPS on only and have music coming from the radio that I'm playing on a CD, or I can have the tablet running.
0.1 miles, turn left, then arrive at destination on left.
Oh, you know what? This thing is telling me the last place I went. This isn't telling me
turn left
how to get to the place I was actually going right now. I was like, why did it start working? Because it was sending me in a totally wrong direction. So anyways, I might have to turn off the phone so that I use it as a hotspot. I don't have different data packages for all the stuff. I literally have 2 smartphones, 3 tablets, a regular phone, flip phone, and the way I've got it set up now, which is really cool, is my tablet that's actually in Roxanne does have its own phone number, and it's connected to my data, which I have unlimited data, which I have to do all this stuff. And then I use my smartphone as a hotspot for this tablet and one of the other tablets and another smartphone, because I have a smartphone I've always loved and I kept it, and I always keep my phones with some type of protective cover. Like, I do like 3 or 4 layers of cases. I have a screen protector, I have like either a G3 case or the OtterBox on it with a screen protector on it. So I mean, which makes it really fun when I'm trying to use a touchscreen, which is the main reason I have a flip phone. if you need to dial a phone number while you're driving on a smartphone, yeah, you can do the voice activated or whatever, but you still have to look at the phone to verify that you're dialing the right number, unless you have the audible thing. Well, the audible acknowledgement only works if you have saved phone numbers. So if you don't have a saved phone number, you're putting in a new number and you need to call somebody. Well, what's nice about the flip phone is I remember, just muscle memory, I remember where all the buttons are with my thumb. So I don't have to look down at it. I can dial the number. I'll glance down at the last minute to make sure I've dialed the right number. But if I have my schedule book or a call or some order that says the phone number on it, or I even take the phone number that I need for the next couple of places I'm going to go, and I'll put it on a post-it on the dashboard or on the tablet. That way I can dial the phone number with my hand without looking at the phone, not looking down. I'm basically looking, and I got a heads-up display for Roxanne too, which is going to be really cool, because my smartphone has an app on it to use as a heads-up display. So it reverses the image on it. So I sit the phone on the dashboard and it reflects the image from the face of the phone onto the windshield. I've got two of them. One, it reflects it onto a piece you stick on the windshield, which I don't know if I like. I am getting the windshield tinted on Roxanne with a acrylic. There's a certain type of tint you can put on a windshield that's a film that's, I can't remember the name of it, but it can actually be receptive to heads-up display modules or phones or whatever. So basically you set the phone on the dashboard and it reflects off of on the windshield directly in your line of sight when you adjust it. So you literally are looking through the image, kind of like Google glasses, I guess. You're looking through the image and you're seeing what you need to see while you're driving. This guy in front of me was hitting his windshield wipers and spraying me. I wonder if I wasn't tailgating him. But it seems like every time I wash a car, either it rains. Oh, maybe it's starting to sprinkle. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. You have to take the Jeep out. So anyways, long story short, I just wanted to let people know what's in the car, and a lot of these provisions I have in the party car, I'm utilizing parts that are actually already existing in the car from when it was a police car in Lake Havasu. The mounts, the armrest, everything's adjustable because there's any number of different officers, from sizes, heights, girth, depending on the donut factor. So this mount that I have my tablet on that I showed you is actually the police mount, and it had a tough book in it. Well, I took the lower part off that usually holds the keyboard because I don't need the keyboard anymore. So I have the tablet right now, the smartphone, which I'm talking on, or videoing on, my regular phone in my pocket, so if I need to call the people I'm going to go see right now, I can call them and not touch the phone. I can dial the number because I have their number on a post-it right where you can't see it, but it's on a post-it, so I can look at it and dial the number. And, you know, I have the GPS for places that I'm going that it actually still recognizes because I haven't updated it. And I have, you know, the tablet for whatever else. A lot of places I get to, I'm meeting somebody there, and I got nothing to do but just sit in the car. It might be 110 degrees outside, and I'm not going to stand outside in the heat. I'll sit in the air conditioning and watch some cool guy in a YouTube video who has a bunch of police cars, or dork has a bunch of police cars. So, oh, I'm making a shadow. Let's see if I can do shadow animals on my own face. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to business. It does look like it's starting to sprinkle and rain here in Southern California. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm getting drizzle on the windshield. So I better pay it. Oh, there's an accident up here. Oh, okay. Well, I can't take that route because the whole road is closed off by other police cars. So anyways, I'm gonna end this now because now I gotta find a different way to all the way around to get to the place I'm going, and I need to use this phone for my GPS, or at least my hotspot, because I am navigationally I don't want to use the word retarded. I realize that's not appropriate. I am navigationally challenged, so let's see if we can get around these looky-loos, and maybe I'll start another video after I get my hotspot set up. If not, thanks for watching and happy